Hey folks, Dwayne here, the Curious Sage, bringing you the transformative power of human connection. I'm going to reflect on intuition today. Under this glorious and powerful full moon in Pisces, it's an opportunity for us to reflect upon the power of intuition in our life. Now, intuition is associated with the Archangel Haniel, who is the ruler of the moon. And so there's a very deep connection associated with that. And I'm a Pisces, and so in this full moon, this has been great powerful energy for me to reflect upon. Now, intuition is a funny thing because intuition oftentimes comes to us in very quiet whispers. And if we're not listening, we don't pick up on the signals. I'm intrigued by the fact that science is now beginning to prove that we have brain cells in our heart and also in our gut, as well as our mind. Now, if you remember back from school and stuff, it was all about what was up in here. Use your head, think things through. But yet those brain cells in our heart and in our gut are really clear signals that point us in a direction, oftentimes away from danger, or point us in a direction that says this is where you should be going. So if you think back about times that you say, well, you broke my heart, you can think about those moments where you actually felt pain in your heart. Or if you have a really upset stomach and something just doesn't feel right, that's your gut telling you something. That's where people say, well, you need to trust your gut instinct. Well, those are those brain cells, and those are those cells that the universe is trying to communicate through to signal to you that you need to pay attention to something else. The key with intuition is learning how to trust it, because most of us were raised to not trust what we feel. Instead, just use your head, think things through, logic your way through it. That's a very science-based approach, if you will. But when it comes to matters of the spirit, what really matters more than anything else is what is coming through your entire body. And so oftentimes the signals are very quiet, they're very subtle, but they're probably the more profound and the things that you need to pay most attention to. And so training yourself, or actually retraining yourself to trust your gut instinct or to trust your intuition, is really super important. I'm also reminded of animals. I look at our dog, for example, who immediately signals when somebody is around that maybe they can't be trusted. They are tuned in at a very deep level to energy that is accessible to them almost without thinking. It's in their instinct. And it's coming to trust that instinct that's inherent in each and every one of us that enables us to transit through periods of danger or to take proactive steps in a new direction. So I would challenge you in this new moon energy to think about intuition and think about the gift that intuition is. Think about the brain cells that are in your heart or in your gut and begin to listen to them more closely, because in there you'll find some of the key messages that are necessary for you to know if you're on your life purpose or if you're on a path that perhaps is taking you in a direction that's not good for you in the long term. That's all I have for today. Check me out on my website at the end of this video, and have a great full moon.